Alright, so this is just We the People News. Alright, this video is without prejudice and or without recourse. Okay? Not attorney, not giving legal advice. However, this is a newsworthy learning experience. Alright? And I believe this guy is a U.S. national and using passports and staying outside the jurisdiction of the code, statute, rules, and regulations. Alright? Now, I am arm's length because I do not know enough about this information to go one side or the other, right? I'm just a man wiggling my way through the thorn bushes and believe the things they're doing is entrapment. Okay? That's just my opinion, y'all. Never look straight forward. Always look around you. Be able to protect yourself by any means necessary, including this video, y'all. Let's think outside the box. All right, let's go.
I'm giving you optimal time. The other officer already informed you. Okay, these are charges that right now you can just get scratched off on your ticket.
So now he's offering, if you give me the driver's license, I'm going to scratch these violations off of the ticket. So what does that even mean? So if you're not...
All right, before we go any further, sorry about that. All right, if you want to see this whole commentary on this video, it's small letter A -6 _ small letters GRINDTIME. Okay, and the video itself is how far are you willing to go to be free? How far are you willing to go, right? Because if you go against the grain is going to fight back. So you got to stand hard and fast on your rights. Period. They just don't like sheep running outside the fence. They want them back in the fence.
Not going to give me no charges for giving you a driver's license. Just don't give me no charge. Just give me my passport back and leave. What does that even mean? But this is the thing, though. Police are not obligated to tell you the truth. A lot of people think police officers are supposed to be upstanding people, blah, blah, blah. You know, police officers can lie in their investigation to recover information. A lot of people don't know that. Police officers can lie in order to obtain information in their investigations. And that's what he just did. He's trying to lie to him. He's trying to sweet talk him. But see, that's the problem. You can't. You fuck up when you're the bad cop and you try to be the good cop. He tried to switch back over to good cop. Nah, man, it don't work like, because effectively, you know now, you ain't got shit. Once the bad cop starts trying to sweet talk, that's it. That's a wrap. Or once the good cop starts to act like an asshole, you know you got him because they ain't got nothing else. You effectively pulled them out of that game plan.
I'm giving you the option of not paying these fines later because you absolutely will.
Right.
This is absolute waste of your money. Right now, you're just being stopped for speed. Okay, at this point, I'm also going to ask you if you have any mental health issues because...
All right, so now they trying to hit him with the mental health shit because he's standing on the square, not coming out of his rights. He's protected by the Constitution. He's refusing to get off that Constitution. He won't get off of that Constitution. He won't come up out that Bill of Rights. Because he won't, there's something wrong with him. They effectively are saying, because you're not afraid by us intimidating you, there must be something wrong with you. Do you have any mental issues? This is the shit they do.
At this, I'm going to feel like I have to have your license reevaluated because you're not able to comply and you're not able to follow these simple instructions and things that you're required to do to have a license. Are you under any kind of mental health care?
No, sir.
Okay, so then as a simple item, I would like you to provide your driver's license so that I can scratch this violation off of your ticket and not charge you extra money when you go to court. That's absolutely ridiculous.
That would be fine.
Sir, you are in fact driving today. I observed it. It's on film. We have a recorder from the patrol car. Okay? The semantics of what you're saying do not hold up in court. This is well documented. I've been doing this for 20 years.
not driving, sir. Driving is a commercial act, like fishing. Same thing.
My man just said driving is a commercial act like fishing, which he's absolutely right. That is a commercial act. Police have the ability to govern commerce. They're policy enforcers. They establish and effectively enforce statutes, codes, and regulations. Very rarely do they enforce constitutionality or constitutional rights or constitutionally protected rights. That's more on the sheriff's end. But I've even heard about some sheriffs being corrupt. But my man knows the game. He's studied. This is why I tell you guys, don't just go get a passport and think you're going to go out on that street thinking you Superman. Because you're going to find out very horribly that you are not fucking Superman. The moment you say something out of your mouth that's completely backwards, you hit me up like, oh, 86, they pulled me out of the car, they told my shit, I got 15 tickets, and I got to go to court in 2 months, man. What can I do? Did you give them did you have a license on you? Yeah, I have a license in my wallet. I mean, I can try to help you, but dude, I ain't got magic. You literally, when you had that license on you, you basically said that you were in that jurisdiction, even if you didn't hand it to them. You had it on you. You know what I mean? So, shit. You got the passport, and you basically, you give it to them, you ain't got a license on you, but you over there, you said you were driving, or you call it, this is my motor vehicle. Like, bro, what? It's your what? Get out of the car, man. Get out of the car and put your hands on the hood. Stupid.
I'm not commencing any commercial acts. With all due respect. With all due respect.
You keep squeezing your eyes shut. Do you need medical attention? Do you have trouble seeing?
No, I'm afraid
Okay,
for
because
my
I'm
life.
documenting that.
I'm afraid for my life, sir.
Why would you be afraid for your life?
I have 3 gentlemen with guns on the side of my
Sir,
car.
if you provided...
That's a very unreasonable question, bro. Because, listen to this, yo. You got 3 police officers with qualified immunity who have the ability, basically a license to kill, as long as they can write the report up, right? They got a license to kill. You got 3 of those motherfuckers, right? On the side of the road, right? One of them acted like they didn't get your passport and trying to force you to give them a license and was screaming at you and acting like he don't hear what you're saying. Then the other 2 want to stand by and watch what's going on. And then the other one's insisting on trying to force you to do something you don't want to do, and you shouldn't be afraid for your life. Meanwhile, let it be a situation where this dude had a little 22 in his back seat. They got bulletproof vests. They got Glocks on their hip. They got goddamn shotties in the back of their trunk. They got ARs in their like, bro, and they got all this shit, and they see you with a little 22, and these motherfuckers want to start barking directions and pointing guns at you and telling you to keep your hands so they can see him and pull you out the car. You know what I mean? And he's not supposed to be afraid for his life. I mean, what part of the game is this? That don't even make sense.
your driver's license, your fear for your life would have been abated quite a long time ago because you would be gone. So you, in fact, are prolonging this police detention.
I don't have any weapons or firearms, sir.
Any reasonable person can know that you hand me your license, I scratch this off, you sign this ticket, and we're done here.
I studied
So
law.
you are unreasonably in fear for your life.
Under the threat of duress and coercion and the threat of
I can't hear you. This is not the place for even to have this conversation.
I agree.
Eddie?
Now, my question is, without an address, now I wonder what kind of system California is on too. I wonder if they use the NIC system. Because my question was, if he didn't have an address or a driver's license number, how is he going to bond a ticket? Like, how are you going to bond that ticket, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, that don't even make sense.
Get you to sign here in the red box so that you can go away.
California's still on the sign a ticket they're still on that sign the ticket type of time. See, they don't have that here anymore. They got the computerized tickets. The NIC system basically prints up a ticket. You don't have to sign it. But in Cali, they still got that old school system, and you got to sign the ticket. And watch what my man does. Watch what my man does, yo.
Good question. If I do not agree to sign, then what happens?
If you don't sign, I'm 100% going to arrest you. I'm going to tow your car. It's going to happen.
So
You will not proceed further. My patience with you is at an end.
So you will
If
kidnap
you
me.
sign the red box, you can go on your way, and your fear for your life can abate.
So you will kidnap me.
Okay, I'm giving you the opportunity to sign.
I'm
I'm
asking.
100% arresting you. I'm totally
Yeah,
tired of this.
hold on. I'm asking.
You can sign the red box if you like.
Can I ask a question, please? Can I ask a question, please? Please, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? Please.
I'm going to give you the opportunity to sign, but I'll walk back to my car.
Can I ask someone a question? Anyone?
He pissed. That short fat dude is pissed off. He won't come out that Constitution. He never seen nothing like this. He said he's been doing it for 20 years. He'd never seen somebody stand by the Constitution this close. He never saw it. You can tell by the way he's acting. He's completely off his game. He's stuttering and stammering his words. He lost. He lost the traffic stop. He lost.
If I don't sign this, then what
I
happens?
haven't heard your question. What's the question?
If I don't sign this, then what
Good.
happens? Okay.
That's up to you. And the car goes to impound. It's going to cost you way more. The outcome's not going to be in your favor. So at least this way you can handle it at your own accord, when you at your own convenience, however you choose to. If you sign it, if you don't sign it, then you're basically asking to go to see a judge right now, and you're forcing the officer's hand. I'm saying it's benefits you to sign, go on, go to court, deal with it at your own pace.
Okay. Is it possible for me to get?
I can't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it possible for me to get the names and badge numbers of
Absolutely, 100% possible.
All right, and my man just asked for names and badge numbers. This is another thing you have to do if you're involved with officers. You gotta hold people. People can't just be facelessly billing you and shit. You got to be able to hold mofos accountable. Everybody who was there on that stop and involved with that situation's information should be available for you. You see what I'm saying? So that's gonna have to be something that you gotta put inside your repertoire.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. So under the threat of duress and coercion, I will sign this document because I do not want to be kidnapped. Okay. So
Listen. All right, my man says, at this point, I'm signing the ticket as follows. UCC 1308 without prejudice. He's not signing his name. He's just writing UCC 1308 without prejudice. That's what he wrote. In place where it says signature, he wrote UCC 1308 without prejudice. Listen very closely.
Yeah, Cal.
He's not writing a signature.
Do you have a Cali photo? I don't know if his signature is going to match or not. That's what they wanted. They wanted to match up that signature with any past signature. Officer 1, he's not writing his signature. There you go. He's not writing his signature.
Give me my pen.
I understand pens. I love those pens.
Hey, yo. That is passive aggressive trolling. That's something I would have did. Oh, this is stuff I do stuff like that. Like, I don't come at you, you don't know what, you can't do nothing to me, I know the Constitution. Nah. I'm going to go ahead and state my rights, right? And I'm going to ever so subtly troll you to irritate you in between. My man said, oh, I have the same pen. I love those pens. I guarantee. You can hear he was pissed off. Give me my pen back, asshole.
See this extra stuff that you wrote in my citation that I did not authorize? Right there. That.
Okay, that's on a. He accidentally muted, so we're going to fast forward it. Save a little bit of time anyway, because this is a long enough video, period. So, he should be firing up here pretty quick. Yeah, I'm with him. Write this down. I guess I should have hit it one more time, but here we go.
My bad. I done had the damn sound off. I'm over there having a conversation with myself. I was writing down the codes. No, what I was effectively saying is write down these codes right here, because my man is literally breaking it down to you exactly what you can use. If this ever happens to you, if they strike out your signature or anything like that, these are the codes that you can use in order to put them in line. And they say the SC word, they say, oh, y'all are SCs. Y'all think y'all don't have to follow the laws. But this, you just witnessed this guy scratch out his signature, commit document fraud. You know what I mean? Penal code forgery and counterfeiting. You witnessed him do all this right in front of you. Like, so at the end of the day, who's the real SC? It ain't us. We just people that study the Constitution. We just people that study the statutes, codes, and regulations, and we know what can be done on your end and what can't be. So is that really us that's the SCs, or is it you guys? Because you guys are just doing what the fuck you want to do. You guys speed all the time. Now, I'm not talking to all police officers. Let's not get that twisted. We're talking about the corrupt ones. You guys just fly through lights. You turn on your lights just to get through a stoplight, so you ain't got to stop to keep it moving, turn your lights off. You guys, you know what I mean? You pull people over for stuff like having private plates and stuff like that, which is not even, you're supposed to use that for emergencies. The lights are supposed to be used for emergencies only. You know what I mean? These are simple things like that. Scratching out somebody's signature, like, bro, he told you he was traveling and you trying to give him a ticket anyway. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. But that's, that's force of contract. That's effectively slavery. But for some reason, the SCs ain't us. The SCs are the corrupt. We're going to get back to it, though.
That's what happens to stuff that you put on my citation that I don't authorize. That is not your signature. You will not add extra things to my citation.
It's a wrap.
That was UCC 1-308. Without prejudice, they'll have all the legal rights to put
all the directions are on the back
on my signature.
If you would like to go to the office and present your driver's license before I file these extra charges, I'll amend this citation because your refusal to prevent.
Hold on now. Hold on. All right. So this man's telling on himself now. So what you're saying is you have the ability to amend a ticket. How many times have we heard when a parking ticket is being wrote by an officer, when you pull up or whatever like that, and you get a parking ticket or something, or you hear somebody else saying it, and you catch somebody writing the ticket, I'm like, yo, I'm already moved now. Like, it's too late. I already started writing the ticket. So hold on, but you can amend a ticket. So you mean to tell me you can go back? So all them times they told you I already started writing the ticket, that shit was cat. All right. Yo, y'all can't hear me? No, y'all can't.
This is not okay. I don't even like doing it. I don't want to see you have to waste your money to provide a driver's license later. You want to come to the office, talk to a supervisor, show your license, we'll clear it up. I'll hold on to this citation until next week, next Wednesday. You want to come in with somebody that you feel comfortable with to the front desk, show that driver's license, we'll take care of this so you don't have to go to court. I'll amend it. Bring your copy so that I can amend it on the site. There's your copy right there, sir. You're free to go. Use the shoulder to speed up.
Now that ticket he wrote UCC 1308 on that the officer drew a line through, that ticket is worthless, and the officer knows it. So he's still trying a desperation move of giving him a copy of the ticket to make him believe that the ticket is still in the play when it's not. It's not in the play at all. I mean, there's so many different things he can pull this guy up on. He can get him for time, for having him sit on the side of the road all that time. He can get him for striking out that signature. This is what is it? High crimes and treason. That's what this effectively is. You literally forged a document and tampered with a document, committing fraud in order to force him to contract with you. This dude, if he takes this to the right direction, he can get this police officer arrested for real. Yeah, because that's a little much. I mean, they can only excuse but so much. You see what I'm saying? They can't do that shit. No, sir.
I can't hear you. What?
I requested the names and badge numbers of all the officers present.
My badge number is 17211.
He knows he fucked up. He knows he fucked up. They know they fucked up. They just know it. And you can see the look on his face. He know he fucked up. He was trying. He gambled on the fact that he could intimidate that man to give him his license. He rolled the dice and he got snake eyes. Now he's trying to cover his ass. They was trying to get up out of there. That's what they was trying to do. They knew they was wrong.
What's your badge? 172. What's his badge? What?
2278. And names, please. Please.
Right there, on the back, mine's on the front. Hey, you're free to go.
And he scribbled.
Look at that shit. That shit, hey, bro, you ever seen the inside of an Egyptian pyramid? Yo, word on the street is a man that wrote that on the back of the ticket, he the one that wrote the inscriptions on the pyramids. Cause I'll be motherfucker if I can read that shit. That shit looks like Wakanda language. This shit looks like it looked like he wrote it with his left hand on a roller coaster. Like, what is that? My man purposely botched the letters. And I'm gonna tell you what it was. It wasn't just the fact that dude was trying to be deceptive. He was scared. The dude was afraid for real. He's afraid. He's afraid, and his hand was shaking while he was writing it. Because one, he was angry as hell, and he had no jurisdiction. And two, he knew this shit was gonna come back on him. So if anybody can get in touch with this guy right here, yo, reach out to this man, please. His channel, I'm gonna read off his channel to you guys in a minute. But yo, I already reached out to him. Reach out to him. And tell him to holler at me, yo, because we got to put some shit together, man, because this shit was egregious. This was literally, what did you gain from trying to force this man into jurisdiction? You gained nothing. Only thing you did was pick up some charges on yourself and cost the police department a whole bunch of money. The man told you he was traveling. Let him go. What the fuck? what do you want? I'm telling you, it's a pissing contest a lot of times for these dudes, man. The ones who act like that, it's a pissing contest. They got to prove they can piss the furthest. I mean, but at the end of the day, you know, you're pissing on your balls because when he go ahead and put some claims on your bonds, which he can effectively do, this information right, Taylor, that's enough right there. And the messed up thing, I think Taylor was the guy, the good cop, but he still was an accomplice to this shit. Him being a superior officer, he should have reeled that police officer back in by his reins. So yeah, he's the accomplice to this. So that Taylor 17271, man, he can go get his bond information with that. That's all he needs. Know what district he was in, He got the ticket right there. I'm sure he got all this information on that ticket, man. He can get a call. He can get a claim on that bond. He can put a claim right on his bond with that shit. That's enough. Yep.
The name and the number. You scribbled it. Under the threat of duress and coercion.
All right, so that's the end. My man said he was pretty shaken up. But hey, you can.
So they say you have to identify yourself and all this kind of stuff. But tell me, in whether it's state or federal constitution, that you have to assist in their investigation whatsoever. Okay? They can create code, statutes, regulations to go against the Constitution. But if you stand on the Constitution and you stand on the Fifth Amendment or whatever your state Fifth Amendment is called, then how in the world do you have to give a name? Because in my state constitution and in the federal constitution does not say anywhere at all that I have to even furnish them my name. I'm just saying. So you guys take that as you wish, but if you stand on the Constitution, we need to stand on the Constitution all the way, not half and half, because not all code, statutes, rules, and regulations coexist with the Constitution. In fact, most of the time it's conflict of the Constitution. Just saying. So if you guys got more information, let me know where in the state constitution or federal constitution that you have to give them any information about you whatsoever. And don't tell me about Supreme Court rulings and opinions, because even if it's in conflict of the Constitution, then the Supreme Court's opinion is null and void. These are We the People News. Bye, y'all.